and thank you for being here for another video. Today I have for you another installment of Monthly Macaron. If this is your first episode, welcome. If this is not your first episode, welcome back. This is a little series I do where I review mail-to-order macarons and let you guys know if they're any good. For the past few months, including this one, I have been ordering from the macaron delivery service, Ma-Ka-Rohn. This is not sponsored at all. I will be giving you my honest review and feedback on these hopefully delicious little cookies. I figure with the pandemic still going on, having delicious macarons delivered right to your door will be helpful if you're having any virtual tea parties or if you just want a bougie Lolita day at home. You deserve it. Now, MaKaRohn has these really fun variety boxes, and they have some staples that stay year-round, but they also have some special monthly boxes. And because it is February, they do of course have a Valentine's box, so that is what I will be reviewing today. The flavors included in their Valentine's box are chocolate-covered strawberry, rosé, white chocolate, chocolate truffles, red velvet, and rose raspberry. Well, all of those sound extremely delicious to me, so let's just get into it. Oh, and I do not have a cup of tea with me today. Usually I have tea to go with my macarons, but I'm in the middle of moving and have packed all my tea, so no tea for me today. So I'm just gonna reach in and grab the macaron that is right in the middle, and I believe this is going to be the red velvet macaron. Now, red velvet is my husband's favorite cake flavor, so I've had a few red velvet cakes in my day, and I will be able to rate this one very easily, I think. So here is the cookie itself. It does have that classic red velvet color, and the inside kind of looks like that usual cream cheese frosting or filling that accompanies red velvet. I can't remember, but I think I've had this one before. Let's just give it a try. I've had a few instances in the past where the cookie has not been the freshest tasting, especially in my last monthly macaron I did. I had a bit of a stinker. I'll link that one up above. But the filling on this is so good. It's really like thick and creamy, and it really does taste like the cream cheese frosting or filling that accompanies a red velvet cake. So this definitely has a really classic taste to it. It's very rich and like moist on the inside, which is what you want in the inside of a macaron. So the texture is really good. The taste is really good. It's really good. Now you might be noticing I've got a bunch of like pink on my arms. That is because I did just dye my hair. I think that video will be up, and if it is already, I will link that up above for you guys as well. So I think I know which one I'm gonna choose next. It is sparkly, so it caught my eye. And just based on its color, I think I'm gonna say this is the white chocolate macaron. So it's not quite glittery on the cookie. It's got like a pearlized finish, which is so pretty and eye-catching. The inside is just like a nice vanilla looking color. Something I really love about MaKaRohn is that they do a lot to decorate their cookies in a really interesting and colorful way. I've had many of their variety boxes in the past, and the colors and decorations are always so striking and unique. Definitely way more creative than you'll find in your average neighborhood bakery. Let's give this one a try. That's really nice, and I'm actually not the biggest fan of white chocolate. I'm not sure how to describe what I don't really like about white chocolate. I think that there's this weird aftertaste that comes from it that's usually like really, really strong, at least in the white chocolate I've had. I really like this macaron because it takes the flavors that I do like about white chocolate without making them super overpowering to where it's just like, it's almost too rich. So they've taken that away, and the flavor is just, it's not quite subtle, but it's not overpowering, and I really like it. And if you're wondering, the pearlescent powder does not add any weird taste or additional textures, so that's good. Up next, I think I'm going to have to go with a chocolate one. And again, just based on the decoration, I think this is the chocolate truffles macaron. So this one does also have a bit of decoration. It's got like a cocoa powder speckled along the top on both sides of the cookie, and the inside, ooh, that looks so chocolatey and delicious. So if you've watched any past versions of Monthly Macaron, you will know that the chocolate flavors are always my favorite. Let's see if this one passes the test. Wow, that is rich. I love it. I'm gonna set that one down before I get cocoa powder on my dress. So something I noticed about the texture of that one, and I don't know if this is for all of them across the board, but you know when you bite into a truffle, it's very soft and like melty immediately? That's how the macaron was. Like the cookie itself didn't have like that little crunch at the start that most macarons have, and I would like to think they did that on purpose to more match the texture of an actual truffle. And I don't know what causes this, but also with a truffle, there's almost like this taste that lingers in your mouth and then it kind of evaporates. It's almost like a cooling sensation. I don't know if I just eat too much chocolate and like I'm aware of these little subtleties, but the way that they engineered this macaron completely perfectly fits a chocolate truffle, and I just want a whole box of those, frankly. All right, so I do see a couple pink ones in the selection, so I'm gonna grab one of those next. And I believe this guy is going to be the rosé macaron. I love the different flavors they come up with to fit the different themes. I know they've also done like a champagne macaron, which was like so surprising and genius. And so I love that they've continued to do sort of like a wine variety. They should have like a whole box of wine flavors. I would love that. So this guy does also have that same kind of like iridescent pearl powder to it. The inside has like a really pretty matching pink frosting or filling color. Now I'm interested to see how they get the rosé flavor to come across. I felt the same way when I was trying the champagne macaron. I was like, how are they gonna get the taste of like champagne and like, I mean, it's alcohol. Like, how do you make something that is alcohol, like dessert based? So let's see how they did. It has like more of a floral rose taste to it. And it also has that like nice tart crispness at the end. And like the rose flavor, it is not like hand soap at all. It's not like overly flowery like a hand lotion. It's just right, and this is super good. Up next, I see another chocolate one, so I'm gonna go for that. So again, based on the color combination, I'm going to say that this is the chocolate covered strawberry flavor. Now really quick, I wanna take note that both of the chocolate covered strawberry macarons in my box are just like pretty smashed up. And obviously they are very delicate cookies, and sometimes I'll have like one or two that are like a little bit crunched, but these are like very crunchy. And I'm a little bit worried that that means maybe the cookie is very brittle and dry. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was wrong. The cookie is not brittle at all. It's perfect. So the inside not only has chocolate, but it looks like it has like some kind of strawberry preserve or jam. And so the chocolate itself is of course very rich, which is how I like my chocolate. And my man, I have a husband. So like the strawberry jam really helps to not necessarily fully neutralize, but it just complements the richness of the chocolate really well. I mean, that's why people love chocolate covered strawberries so much, but they've really captured it really well on this macaron. I love like the color combination of the red and the brown, obviously chocolate covered strawberry. On to the final cookie. I have saved my favorite looking macaron for last, and this is the rose raspberry flavor. So much like in the previous episode I did, this cookie has these super cute little sprinkles, of course in Valentine's colors of pink, red, and white. And the filling again is just this really pretty pastel pink. Now both rose and raspberry are some of my absolute favorite flavors just in general separately, so I am really excited to see how they taste together. I'm a big dum-dum. This is the rosé one. The one I thought was the rosé is the raspberry rose. No wonder the rose flavor was so overpowering. Guys, I'm a big dummy. Either way, both delicious. This flavor is a lot more subtle and matches more closely to like a rosé. The other one, obviously that's why the rose flavor was so strong. So yeah, this is the rosé, the other one is the rose raspberry. Whoopsie. They tricked me with the decorations. I really thought this would have been the rose raspberry one. I'm over it. They're delicious. I'm eating cookies. It's fine. Now that I am thoroughly full on macarons, let me give you my final thoughts. I would say this is definitely another home run for macaron. I loved all the flavors. Last box I had a bit of a stinker, like I mentioned. It was like the toasted marshmallow flavor. It was not good. So I'm very happy to see that all the flavors in this box are delicious and high quality made. None of the cookies were stale or crunchy at all, and I'm just really satisfied. I loved the colors, I love the flavors, I love the decorations. Sometimes they kind of hit or miss in some of those areas and excel more at others, but I feel like this one across the board, they got it right with all three of those categories. So I am happy to report that macaron is still a really great service that I would recommend for you guys if you would like to have some delicious macarons delivered right to your door. Well, I think that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me on my channel today. And do I have red on my teeth? No, okay, we made it. We made it without lipstick on my teeth, for once. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, guys. If you enjoyed spending some time with me today, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below or the thumbs up. It really helps me out. Well, I am going to go enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you enjoy the rest of yours as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!